Cheers. Salute to you guys. I hope everybody's doing great out there. It is a Monday, so I guess how good can you actually be? If you guys want some news, come to my channel, likelyandlawton.com. I'm here to try to provide quality for everybody. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate my new subscribers. You guys are the rock. This is why I do this. I am so stoked to be in the crypto space. And I hope you guys are stoked too. Because this is a time of revelation, you guys. This is a time that we're going to look back on, and our kids are going to ask the question, why did you or did you not buy Bitcoin? Like, did you see the writing on the wall on this one? And I hope you guys see the writing on the wall. I hope you know that cryptos are the future. If you don't know that cryptos are the future, then I'm here to provide some guidance on this. Okay. What is money? So let's just start with money, because I think that a lot of people kind of bypass, like, I don't really hear a lot of people talking about this. They talk about Bitcoin and charts and stuff, but I Googled this thing. Okay. And money is the best money is durable, portable, divisible, fungible, scarce, and acceptable everywhere. Okay. So those are the characteristics. And I would actually add one more here. I would actually add private. Like, so I would add that one. The government doesn't want you to add that one, but I'm going to say private as well, because in the age of technology and the internet, it doesn't make sense that we would go back on a gold standard, right? Like, how are you going to pay for stuff on Amazon with gold? How are you going to divide this thing? Okay. Why is Bitcoin superior money for our monetary system? Okay. Why is it better than USD or gold? Okay. And we can go into this thing. Durability. Okay. Money degrades, like physical money actually degrades, physical bills, even though it makes up this small portion of the actual money supply that's out there. So durability, digital money, obviously Bitcoin is digital. Most of the paper USD is also digital. So I would say kind of a, semi tie on that one. Bitcoin wins by like 10%, because the actual physical money. So there is a lot of digital USD dollars there as at that point. Let's go to portability. Okay. Portability. This is the one that I think that Bitcoin really shines on, just in my personal opinion here, because with portability, we can transport $1 billion of Bitcoin across the Chinese border with, the seed code in our mind. Okay. You're not going to get that with gold. You're not going to be able to transport $1 billion of gold out of China or any other state. I'm not just picking on China, but I'm just picking on, anybody else. Like, if you have $1 billion and, and you want to move for whatever reason you want, doesn't matter what it is. If you're going to take that money and that wealth, are you going to transfer that with normal means? I mean, you could normal means by meaning like the Swift, USD, and then trust banks with $1 billion, or if you want to move, or if it's a time of crisis, right? Bitcoin has proved itself as a functioning currency, even in the most distraught environments. And that's the thing that I really want to stress to you guys, because I do have this opinion on people. Okay. I have this opinion on people that you don't really know who you're talking to and who you're dealing with until you see them in a time of crisis, under stress, right? Their true colors come out, and Bitcoin's true colors comes out when you put it under pressure, when you put a state under pressure, when you're like, oh, your currency is hyperinflated to hell, and now Bitcoin's going to be the one that fills the gap. Okay. So this thing is just getting started, because Bitcoin is highly divisible. 1 in 100 million, it's 100 million pieces called Satoshis that it can be devised by. Okay. We can go on and on. Fungibility. I will, the last one, this one right here, acceptability. Okay. Acceptability is the thing that Bitcoin lacks the least in today's monetary and finance system. And that's because the currency, right now there's about 2.5% of the people, okay, hold Bitcoin. Okay. So that is why acceptability is probably the Bitcoin's least um, positive attribution of money. Okay. But this guy actually surmised that once it reaches like 8 to 10% adoption, that we're going to see this like rapid uptick of global acceptability. And so like things are going to kick off and it's going to snowball. And that's how things are in this world, you guys. There's a lot of things that you guys have to understand, that it snowballs, right? Like you guys can feel it, like when the karma shifts and things like that. Bitcoin is this beautiful thing that exists, and it's in this spot right now, you guys. It's in this spot where we're actually super fortunate. I do think that the stock to flow, I do have this feeling like I believed in this thing, and then we started falling out, and a lot of people stopped talking about this. But I think we're going to overcorrect now, you guys. I think this is going to be, this cycle is going to start increasing. Okay, the cycle is going to start increasing. We're going to start seeing a rapid acceleration of adoption and people using it, and then countries failing, their currency's failing. They're either going to try to. I think initially they might try to go to gold or silver, but I think that's just like a failed attempt to rekindle the past and money. I do think gold and silver are money. That's a very good form of money. And I think there's a lot of things that are good forms of money. Bitcoin, silver, and gold are probably the best forms of money, but it's also, for the reasons I've just stated, it's really hard to shave gold, right? Like, how are you going to pay for a $5 cup of coffee with a 10-ounce gold bar? Okay. You're going to shave that thing and you're going to try to weigh that thing out. It's hard to say. I don't want to do that when I go get my, coffee, whatever it is. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just sit there and weigh out ounces of gold. It doesn't make sense in today's economy. That may have made sense a long time ago, but today, with computers and the age of technology and the way that things are moving, it doesn't really make sense. So I do think that the stock to flow here, you guys, we're going to recorrect. We're going to recorrect tough, and we're going to go up to, like, I think a realistic target for this next cycle. And you guys can put me down right now as saying this. Okay. And in 3 years, if this hasn't come true, then I will, I don't know what I'll do. If you guys want to comment, subscribe, and you can tell me what you want me to do. If Bitcoin doesn't hit at least 200,000 in the next 3 years, then I will I will eat my shoes or something. Okay. I will eat my shoe. I will eat a whole shoe, and you guys can, I'll videotape it, and you guys can watch me do that. I was going to talk about fear and greed. This is, one of those other like old school indicators. We're at this kind of neutral place. Again, 84, we still have a little bit of room to the upside. I would like to see this thing actually cool down a tiny bit, but that's not, super difficult. But for the haters out there, for the doubters out there, for all the people that don't believe in cryptos, okay, I love coming back to like just the visualization of all the money in the world, okay, and the visualization of money in the world can be described in a lot of ways, okay, but this is where cryptocurrency is, okay. Okay, this is where Sam Bankman-Fried's wealth peaked at. Okay, this is where cryptocurrency is at. All right, and then look how much money, you guys. This is just. I mean, we're at like $1 trillion today. Look how much money is still out there to be absorbed. Okay, and for all the reasons that I just stated. Okay, of what makes money a good sound money, like, is durability, portability, divisibility, fungibility, scarceability, and acceptability. Okay, like, let's just go the full gamut here. Okay, and there is a rule, I think it's like Grisham's law, that basically says, I don't know if that's true or not, I don't, but there's a law out there that basically good money eats bad money. It will eventually absorb bad money. And the Godfather, Rich Dad Poor Dad. A shout out to Kiyosaki, dude. That guy, he knows what's up, dude. Like gold, silver, cryptos, Bitcoin, get them in your own possession. This is a time that you guys are going to want things in your own possession. You don't want a 401k. 401, if you have a 401k, this is not financial advice on this channel, by the way. We just pay per go. But if you have a 401k, start thinking about taking loans against that and getting into some solid assets. Okay. And that would be a good play, because when your bank goes out, or when all of a sudden, the system and credit system freezes up, this is how much money is out there, you guys. This is so much money. Like, look at all this money that's bad. That's bad money. I'm not saying bad money, but it's money of an older age that's not suited and it's lived its term. Okay. It's lived its time. Look how much money, look at the derivatives market. Oh my God. This is the thing that's crazy. Just think about like a one thousandths of the derivatives market. If the one thousandths of the derivative market was just like, hey, we're just going to buy Bitcoin instead, it'd probably double the market overnight. Okay. And that's just look at all the money Europe has, China, dude, like Asian Pacific. Like, let's just go to Bitcoin, you guys. Like, let's just do this. Okay. For everybody out there watching this whole thing, I don't even care where you are. Let's just join. This world needs some healing. And let's be part of the peace process and the healing process, instead of the haters and all the dividers out there and the separatists and everybody that's our enemy is the separatism. Okay. And that's the thing we have to fight, you guys, because that's the thing that's going to make or break human civilization. Okay. And we need to feel connected to the earth. We need to feel connected to our fellow mankind, and the borders don't matter. Okay. Like, think American Indian on this thing. Okay. You guys got to get a little bit savage on this thing. Okay. Because this is pretty savage. Okay. 31 trillion, 31 trillion, right? Like, this is crazy, right? And this is the adoption curve, you guys. This is, you're not Amish, hopefully, out there, because you're not you're not listening to this video. But the Amish, well, basically this is saying that even the Amish will adopt Bitcoin at a certain point, when the USD is pegged to Bitcoin, or it's a reserve, right? So I think that the US is going to put cryptos on reserve, even though they're posturing that they're not going to. You guys, I'm sorry, this is the charts. I do get into the charts. Let's get right into the charts, because I want to get into Litecoin's chart, because I'm just noticing this thing is starting to pop off, you guys. Litecoin Lawton is super happy when Litecoin started popping off. Okay. And I have biases, but I love to see Litecoin run, you guys, because this adds that fifth, how many elements were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the seventh element. Okay. So this is the seventh element of practical sound money. Okay. Is privacy. And I don't want to be spammed on if you guys hate scam calls and people ringing you and targeted advertisements, then you're going to need privacy, and we need privacy. You guys need VPNs if they allow them. And then, look at this thing, you guys. This thing's starting to pop off. I'm on the 4 hour right now. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, because, we just basically breached the all-time high for the last pretty long time. Like, it's been since, I guess since February. But we had this pretty, deep recession here, or deep pullback here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit for clarity here. And a lot of my indicators, you guys, if you guys are confused with some of my indicators, I would encourage you just to keep learning. And if you do have specific questions, look up Bulkowski's BUL Kowski charting, and then learn some stuff from yourself. There's a whole plethora of information there on triangles, formations, wedges, head and shoulders, a lot of the common ones to look at. candlestick bodies. If you want to look into candlestick bodies, the Japanese candlestick charting book is amazing. Japanese candlestick charting is I have that book. It's a pretty good book. There's a lot of information. You guys can get overwhelmed. Start off basic. There's just certain simple indicators that I use, and I would definitely recommend, not drawing a circle in the middle of nowhere. But however, I did actually want to see this on the weekly this is called the MACD for all you intermediates out there. But check this out, you guys, on the monthly. Okay, this is on the monthly on Litecoin. Okay, we're just about to cross. Like this thing is getting ready to cross, you guys. This is a really long-term moving average here for Litecoin. So it looks like we're about to cross on the monthly, and this holds more weight than any other MACD chart. So I'm zooming out and then I'm going to zoom in because this is a more important cross right here. If this thing crosses, like it's looking like it's going to too, like this looks like pretty sharp here, unless Litecoin and the whole market just completely drop out of the face of the earth. This looks like a pretty legit MACD cross, you guys here. This thing's going to cross, and it probably in the next, I would say in the next month, it's going to cross. So that's pretty crazy. I wanted to bring that to you guys. On the weekly, we are still on a cross. Okay, this thing kind of curled back briefly on the MACD, and I do love the MACD, you guys. The MACD on crypto is probably my favorite indicator. Just if I had to explain anything to people, this is the one that I would definitely stick with. If you guys are new out there, learn the MACD with Bitcoin, especially cryptos. Learn what these crosses are. The deeper they get, the better it is. So these this is your buy signal. This is your sell signal. Okay, so when these things cross down and they're way up high, sell or take profits. I wouldn't sell. I would never sell all of my Bitcoin. And then you basically start accumulating hard when this thing crosses again. Okay, and I am on the weekly, so I just wanted to give that. But Litecoin looking over $100 again, you guys. This is pretty sweet. I'm really stoked right now with Litecoin. I think that this thing is really starting to pick up steam. I think that this realistic target here, you guys, for Litecoin here is, this 160 to 180. That's kind of like the sweet the money zone right here. Okay. And then I do think that there is going to be a broader crash. Okay. And a correction. And I think that it's going to be short-lived. It might be, it could be, until February or March of next year. But I think this is going to correlate to a broader stock market sell-off and panic and just, a sell of risk assets. So we'll see what happens. But then I think that, by the time, I still think, 6 months later, we're going to be breaching. So even if you guys buy this top, I think you're going to be in the money within like 6-7 months. Okay, so that's what I hope for you guys. I hope you guys are doing great out there. I will go into, let's go into Litecoin's the cipher here. I'm on the daily. Okay, so we are having these crazy bearish divergence, but it's really funny right now because Litecoin's just saying F you and just like not caring about bearish divergence. I'm going to Bitcoin real quick. Let's just look at divergences. Yes. So, excuse me. Bitcoin is actually some serious. We have basically, we have a lot of bearish divergences going on with Bitcoin, and we haven't yet seen that correction, which is crazy to me. But it's holding up amazingly strong. ETH is the next one. We're getting, we have a bearish divergence, but it did kind of play out, and now we're kind of forming. So I wouldn't hold that. Sheebs. We have bearish divergence on the daily, but it's also weaker now because it's been pretty long here. Digibyte, you guys, Digibyte is my man, dude. Like I love Digibyte. Digibyte is my coin, dude. This thing's gonna blow up, you guys. Digibyte, if you guys aren't into some Digibyte, this is becoming one of my most favorite plays, and we are getting some bullish divergence picking up on Digibyte. Okay, and this is the one that I went pretty heavy in Digi, you guys. I'm not, just a disclaimer, you guys. I do, the things that I talk about on this channel, I own, and so just a disclaimer there. I'm not trying to pump anything, and I'm not trying to get anybody wrecked. All these ideas are my own speculations of what's going on and going to happen right now. I think that we are headed for a depression, you guys. Okay, not just a recession. We're going to go right through recession, and we're going to go in depression because how many people hold paper assets in banks, or how many people have money in banks? How many people have? That's right. Basically, everybody's money. Okay, they want you to own nothing and be happy. That's what they want. Okay, and I want you guys to own something and come out of this thing with smiles and sunshine and rainbows. Okay, like I want you guys to survive this thing, and have food, have water. Don't forget the basic necessities. Money is not everything. Okay, Bitcoin's not everything. You need to have money, you need to have security, you need to have the things that it takes to survive, you guys. Okay, silver right now is like, dude, silver is just breaking out. Like I've been loving watching silver like run right now. We are breaking this, like, this blue line, which is basically a smaller descending or ascending wedge, or I'm sorry, it's a descending wedge. Okay, and it's like a descending wedge within a descending wedge, which is why I was like a little confused. So it's literally like a descending wedge into a descending wedge. Okay, and so these are both uh, bullish formations here. And I think that once the true test of silver is going to be at this like 27, 28 zone. And I think if we break that, then we're going to go up to 50. I think the test of 50 in the next like 6 months is actually really, really valid. And so I can see that in the charts, and I can prove that in the charts. And that's why I believe it. Okay. The Dixie right now, the dollar, a lot of people are calling for the dollar to actually enter this new bear market. I'm not so sure about that. We'll see how it plays out here. The dollar, I've been hoping that this right here wasn't a flag. Okay. And it still could be on the daily. Like this thing, if it breaks past this lower, if I would say if it goes much lower here, probably 99. If it goes past 99, then this kind of invalidates that this is a flagpole here. And that's kind of the thing that like was disturbing me. If this thing was a flagpole and the breakout target was way, way, way up there, that basically would put so much pressure on gold, silver, cryptos. So that was the thing that was kind of concerning. I literally like, right, crap, right, like that. We just all got wrecked. Okay. So you guys, I hope you guys don't get wrecked. I want you to be safe. Be responsible in your trading. Don't over leverage. That is kind of like the biggest thing that it's really easy to do. And you guys be conservative. Don't give up your Bitcoin. Don't give up your Litecoin. I want you guys to be very, very conservative out there. The best play I could tell you right now, not financial advice, is Digibyte. You guys, if you guys want to make, money right now, Litecoin, Digibyte, and there could be a retracement here. So I would not be entering quite yet. Like wait for a pullback, be patient. Wait for a good opportunity. Don't be buying on a crazy pumpy day. I always preach to, train your brain, to buy on those bloody red days. Okay. And it's hard to do because it's counterintuitive. I get it, but learn how to make money. And that's how you do it. Okay. You buy on bloody red days, blood in the streets. Okay. You guys, Litecoin Lawton, if you guys want me to mention anything, let me know. I think we're at a really interesting time, especially for these things over here on the debt clock, you guys, all these things that are grayed out. This is pretty crazy. Like dollar to silver, 0, dollar to gold, 0. This is because you guys, there's like some X factors in play, you guys, with the debt ceiling. I don't know if Congress is going to get their crap together. Like, I give them a 50-50 chance at this point. I would always say like 100% chance that they're going to pass a new debt ceiling. But you guys, if they don't pass that soon, things are going to start breaking. Like, you're going to see things break, and it's going to be like, it'll be catastrophic. So get things into your own possession. They might break it. They might even have broke it already. We don't even know. You guys, it takes about 16 months for the repercussions of Congress and politicians to have those effects actually seep in. Okay. And so we're just starting to see the first rate hikes. Okay. And that's kind of hard to believe, right? Like, we're starting to see the effects of the first rate hikes, and it's already killed like 3 banks. Okay. So what the hell is the last year going to do? Okay. That's my question. Okay. What the hell is the last year going to do? Okay. It's going to there's going to be 4 or 5 banks left, I guaranteed. Okay. And so you guys need to get prepared. I don't know if you should be moving. I guess you should be moving your money if you have a smaller bank or credit union. You guys, the credit unions aren't safe either. Move your stuff out of those smaller banks, move them into either cryptos, gold, silver, or you can move them into the big banks. That would probably be my best suggestion, you guys, right now. Have some cash on hand in a bank that's crypto friendly so that you can actually buy it. That would be my second piece of advice. And then, be patient. If you guys want a dollar cost average, that is also one of my favorite strategies. So dollar cost average, you guys, buy those bloody days. I love you. I hope you guys are doing great out there. This channel is about peace. Hope you guys bring peace to the world. And I think Bitcoin and Litecoin and cryptos in general are probably going to be the facilitator of this new transition. So I'm so stoked to be here. I hope you guys are doing great. Litecoin Lawton out.